Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with Brazil, with our democracy campaign. As it stands right now, I have kind of figured out how to do this. So I managed to release some of their puppets. New feature at some point got implemented where you could choose what they would be as a released nation. That kind of makes sense because there's an achievement to, play as Egypt and become independent. And Egypt doesn't exist at the start of the game. Kind of makes sense. Right. War with Peru is what we're kind of focused on now. This does, however, mean that our factories are... We no longer have that many factories. That's basically what happened. It's not as bad as it looks, but we need oil. But according to this, we have a surplus. Alright, there we go. Need a little bit of oil, need a little bit of tungsten. And we have a surplus of steel. So we can lower that by 1. Okay. Oh god, has been a patch. I think there has been a... Wait, has that been an update? Did they sneaky bastards update the mod again? Let's take a quick little look. Present workshop. Subscribed items. 8th of January. No, there hasn't been an update. So why is it redoing all events? Okay. Okay. Who are in power now? The PRP. This guy's called Julio Prestes. So these guys. What? I did fix this. Alright, I think this doesn't... Alright, so now nothing has changed. Thank you, great job lads and everything like that, but problem is, if you're gonna give me all events every time again, that will not be that fun for me. Change popularity of national populists, alright. That kind of sucks that I need to redo that again. I hope that this update doesn't break save games in general, because that would be kind of a barbaric. Barbaric is definitely not the word I had in mind. It seems like some events that I already have done are reset somehow. I didn't change anything, it's just... I just did. Alright, well that will be removed. Spanish Civil War. Just fire it up again. Oh no, this is actually the first time I did. So the Commune of France just got large bits of Spain all of a sudden. And then we got this bit of Spain and this bit of Spain. It's France at war with Spain. What the hell happened? Definitely some weird stuff going on. Was I doing anything specific? I can't remember. I'm already through most of it. Let's see. We could go for this one. Don't really care much about it. Wow, that's some weirdness going on. Okay, just got 3 Marines. 3 Mountaineer 2s. Alright, well, let's get paratroopers. I got some available planes in reserve. Sure. Okay. Alright, let's fly some support here. That's weird. I got a feeling that stuff is happening that should not happen. There hasn't been an update. Or has it seriously updated like 2 days after I've done the... Oh, that actually might have happened. Let me just quickly check, right? So there has been an update latest on 8th January. I think it's the 7th where I did all the episodes. So take all the states because that's the only thing I can do. Done. And we'll pause. And I'll do manage occupied territories. We'll release Peru. And we'll release him as a puppet. There you go. Now Peru is back on the map. They might not like us because of reasons. No, they're actually not that bothered with it. Ecuador is a democracy. Colombia is a social democrat. These are not. So he's not a democracy. And Venezuela is. Right. All right. So there must be some work here on the background that we need to do. So Colombia is our next target for the attack. So our special forces and our regular army. You know what? This front line is going to be too damn tiny. I think I'm going to put you guys in defensive position right now. And just put these guys on the entire front. Colombia has an army of size of 4. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be a problem for my special forces to break through. Then we're going to justify the war goal to take them out. Right. Infantry equipment 2. This is gonna be a bit weird of a game, I think. I was still checking something on the background. I will do that soon after. 1943 is coming up, actually. So we'll just wait for the research there, and I was checking something on the background. Because I think I've uploaded those videos on... wait a minute. Let me see. I should be able to see when they were uploaded. Right, they were. Oh, the mod has literally been updated a day after all recordings went through. Well, might cause some oddities here and there. It should have been a minor patch, but I noticed that every time they patch, somehow they reset all the events. I don't know how they do it, why. It's not a problem that I have with every mod. Let's fill up artillery. There's air support. Alright, so what do we have here? Is this airfield being bombed or something? Or did we just overstack an accidentally overstack an airfield? I think we accidentally overstacked an airfield. Right, 1400 aircraft can fly here, so let's make use of that. I need you guys to... I think I know how I overstacked the airfield. There we go. I did it because of the aircraft stationed right here. They got bumped out due to the territorial swap I did. These were already in 1943? We spent most of the early game. Wow, we went through a lot of years in a quick time. Good. Well, we got our war plan set up. We have our troops ready. What do I have in reserve? I lack artillery and I lack close air support. You guys are suffering attrition. And I can build factories in my occupied territory. However, I'm not gonna do that. What am I building here? Military factory. Or is that what they are building? Oh yeah, that's just what they are building, alright. Fine, perishable core. Welcome. project, armor technology. This is some forts, which I don't care much about. And this is an event that could happen at some point, and I don't think it will ever be able to happen again. I don't know how I did that up, but that's our navy. Great. Well, we're starting to FAB. Fab. The Caribbean Confederacies. They are liberals. Infantry anti-tank is ready. It is 1943, so industry, there we go. It's gotta be a bit weird game. I think after this series, I gotta let the mod lay low for a little bit. Because I think it requires a little more development for it to be fully fleshed out. For now, I think a lot of it is present. But there are some weirdities going on. I think, personally. So they're still at war, okay. Germany is all of a sudden holding. It's an amazing mod, yeah, I'll give you that, but I think it requires a little bit more work before it is like recording safe, so to say. Sounds weird when I say it, but you know what I mean. We've got no templates for what? Motorized. Is that so? Well, now we do. How many motorized do I need? Actually, not that many. Also would like signal companies or field hospitals, actually. I have manpower. Oh, goody. Oh, I need to choose. That's not my usual thing. Ah, crap. Alright, I'll add signal companies for now. I will replace, however, for the sport artillery at some point for something else. However, I don't know exactly what yet. So these guys have just this. That's fine. I can stay with it for now. Am I still producing units? Yes, I am. Okay, so this is a 40, 45, 60. There we go. 40, 45, 60. That makes literally no sense at all. Anyway, I need aluminium. Let's see, there we go, that's set up. I actually don't need that many more aircraft, I mostly need this. Right, there we go. Alright, just waiting for a justification against Colombia, and then just take a look around the world, see what nations are, up for grabs. Honduras, makes sense. I am, however, generating a lot of world tension. However, like the communist states, like the United Mexican States, and is there a communist faction? That's not maybe an interesting question in the world. There's the Entente, there's Third International, but there is no large communist faction. It's the Axis, which is basically Egypt and everything. Alright, so we've got our war goal. Let's go for fighter focus. Let's see, we've got a modification for the government. Let's see. Electronics research time. Synthetics. Soft tech stock percent, but I like that. Alright, you guys are ready? Yep, they are. Okay, then we'll declare the war. Conquer. I don't know how many forces you managed to build up. Just, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. Cancel all your movements. Just attack like that. We managed to build up a little bit of an army. But that's gonna be enough. Good. Alright. All of you are on the attack. You guys should be moving in. Surprised that, this should take like a long time to move. I'm surprised they are capable of doing it at all, to be brutally honest. So paratroopers, 36 days. Probably gonna train some of them at some point. Like I need like 10 Marines. 1. Some location, and I want some paratroopers. 1. I know this is not the most efficient way to do it, but this will get me the divisions that I need. I don't really care that it takes a long time to do so. I'm also gonna replace these guys, I guess, eventually for something else. You know what? I'm gonna take the Marines. I'm gonna do this differently. Actually, I am gonna take the Marines. I'm gonna do this differently. I'm speaking in circles here. There we go. Just one. There we go. It's gonna replace these guys with Mountaineers. Why? Well, because reasons. I think it works out just to have special divisions. Also gonna make it bigger probably. Got about 40 stacks, and we'll run the regular infantry at 20. But we'll keep it at 2010 for now, because that works. So, you know, why do, you know... Wow, he is just dumping forces out. I don't know how the AI does that. Like, okay, we're at war. You just dump out like 1 million forces in 1 second. It's just what you do, somehow. Like, all of you are moving? Really? That seems like a very stupid decision. Well, apparently it works. Alright, paratroopers too. Lovely. 143, so might as well just get infantry anti-tank weapons. Okay, what do we need? Yep, there we go. And I need more steel. A lot of it, actually. Let's trade with the Russians. I don't know why I'm trading with the Russians. Aren't they? They aren't communists. They actually managed to get some other guy in power. What are they? They are fascist. Huh. Got the national populists in power. Which isn't true fascism. It's nationalism. There's a difference there. Alright, here we go again. Are we lacking equipment? Yes, artillery and motorized, but that's not the biggest problem that we have. Alright, we have regular equipment, so that's fine. Forward observers. Fighter focus is ready. Do I need any more, really? No, I don't think... I think I better spend on... construction engineering here. I could start a faction theoretically, right? Just create a faction. You don't have... Okay, so I need the national spirit to do so. Interesting question of the day. Is there a national spirit for me in existence that is capable of me creating a faction? Would it ever been there? I don't think there is. No. Nope. There's no way to create factions. Oh, that's fine. Do you guys have... What is... let's see, special forces. Okay. So they have everything that I usually want them to have. Good. It's 1943, so research that one as well as the rockets. This is a weird campaign, in all honesty. I find it a bit of a weird campaign. But realizing that's already 1943, that's just mostly... That's what's kind of like bumming me out. Like, wait, is it already that late? I haven't got the feeling that we've played that long already. Like 4 episodes and we're already like in 1943. Well, I might be actually getting confused due to the fact that I play a lot of the Great War map. Which, you know, 1943 is really late game for that. Well, because you start in 1910. We already played like 4 to 7 years. 7 years. Jesus. Well, we'll be taking everything. Thank you. And turn. Alright. And manage puppets. No. Occupy territory. And we'll release them as a puppet. Manage the subject. So overworld landings and subjects. So these are just not changing anything because they're not used to being puppets, I think. So interesting question, Panama. You are good, right? Yeah. So these guys are also good. So Honduras would be... Yeah, these two would be the logical choice of invasion next. Now, that means I need the Marines. I want you to be setting up right there. I like the fact that they're like, yeah, sure, Colombian... Oh, because 100% because they got a puppet. Well, all puppets have the same ruling party, I'd guess. Yep. Yep, they should have. Awesome, right. I would have created a faction if I could, but I can't. Allgemeine Ostasiengesellschaft. Ostasiengesellschaft. Okay, so the common Asian Gesellschaft is like the can't really translate that. It's not like a mineshaft. Ah, my German is not good enough to just translate that on the fly. Interesting. Am I still getting partially the resources that's produced by... We're no longer building with tungsten. Oh, right, because we're no longer producing any of that. Really? Jesus. This game sometimes is... Let's produce one more factory and completely flip around all the requirements. Oh. Right. Fly over there. This is an 800 airbase, so... Nope. Right there. Right, there we go. We need you to merge those two. Plus, you know what? I don't need a plus here. I need a switch up to 400. And everybody will fly over there. Let's see. To merge the two, select the more air wings of the same type, same attribute. We're not in transfer. We're not transferring, but sure, we'll just do it like this if you don't want to do it like that. There we go. Insufficient resources. What do we need? Steel. Once again. One more steel. This is held by Domain of Canada. It still kind of creeps me out. It's like, wait, what? Why does Canada have that? So what do you guys need? Artillery. Alright. I guess I haven't been producing artillery enough. That reminds me, I should upgrade it. Don't care for the available planes. Where are my Marines? I thought I was training Marines. Yeah, I am training. I did train Marines. There we go. Yep, you can do the Marines. I have a naval invasion plan to Honduras, and there's only one harbor, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Now, I have a navy somewhere. It's tiny, but it exists. I just need to control that. Honduras, do you have a navy to begin with? Yeah, you have a ship. That's about all. I don't want submarines. I don't want submarines, actually. Alright. Bit of a... I feel confused. Might be able to noticeable a lot for some reason that... I don't know. I've got the feeling that I'm on the wrong date. Can't be. Can't be. Should not be. Let's keep it at that. So we're officially in low manpower. Well, great. Alright. You know, there's nothing wrong by producing a little bit of infrastructure in our subject nations. There we go, you know. And everybody's allowed to travel a lot faster. That is actually interesting to introduce rocket engines a little bit sooner. Right, so what are our recruitment laws? Like limited conscription? Oh yeah, we're good. We're more than good. Let's see. We could add Bolivia and Chile at some point. Actually, can I? I can. Justify war goal. Justify war goal. So I could, if I wanted to, add them as puppets. But that's not really what I'm trying to do. More like trying to become the one nation. I wish I could start a faction, though. Let's see, is there anything that's like, yeah, you can create a faction? I don't think there is. Let's see, then it might be here. But it, nah. Doesn't exist. Nope, it doesn't. That sucks. Would be so much nicer just to be that one faction. We just look awesome. We are the, I don't know, we even know what we would name ourselves, but we could have been them. The forefathers, or the forefront of... Well, technically the Entente is as market liberals. We are market liberals as well. Right, that prevents anybody from joining the factions. That's a bit weird, but sure. Well, maximized artillery. Woo! Honduras. Hello. Justify a war goal against you, because you're the wrong. And I guess Mexican states would be the next logical choice of attack. They are fairly powerful. I take a guess. They had a big war against the US. Yeah, they are fairly powerful. And they won. So yeah. The thing is that I would like to invite like Venezuela and that kind of stuff towards our stuff. What the hell? France, Poland, weird stuff everywhere. Ottoman Empire and the Iranian Empire. I've got the feeling some weird stuff happened at some point. Like I missed like 4 episodes myself. Yeah, we'll be fine. Right. Alright, so you're still being built. Good. Alright, paratroopers. Welcome. Okay. Well, I miss one very key component of paratroopers. For now, which is like transport planes. They'll be built, eventually. A retimidati. For now, you're not that important. Just do that. Alright. Because these divisions aren't even ready to be used yet, because this is just it. What I'm gonna do, so this for now is just like, they're trained, they exist. I'm gonna duplicate our special forces and kind of flip them out towards the right thingy-majig. Because that makes sense. Do we want this many harbors? I want 15 in total. I'm running at 8. Let's take a look. 9, 10. So no. I don't want that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 plus 7 is 15. That gives me 1. Yeah, okay, that's right. So you could become... Oh my god, there could be a lot of factories. Let's start with some more civilian factories after we've done the Navy bit, because they're cheap. Very cheap. For observers. Artillery is important. We should be using a lot more, considering. This is mostly upgrades, but still. So what I want to do is basically replace these with mountaineers. Actually, can we do that now? Mountaineer. No, not anti-tank. And safe. Special forces got priority equipment. Alright, then we've added these and we'll make a duplicate. And we call them Marines. And we'll replace the infantry battalions with Marines. If I have enough for it. Not entirely yet. Yeah, that sucks. So I need some more military experience. Can I get some due to researching some of this? Nope. Navy experience? That's not what I want. Really, our military tree is tiny. Yeah, well, guess we're sticking with it. And then I'll eventually do the same for the other one, so... I need somebody to train, because I need the army experience, so let's start all training. Special forces is like redundant now, so they become mountaineers. You write that? Rename, there we go. Let's train everybody. Give me those final 10 points. Okay, you know what you should do? You should already switch to the new ones, because otherwise training you will be about as redundant as it gets, so... yeah. Well, these are the better Marines, right? Yeah, so we'll change these. Alright, there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Marines level 2 are being researched. This is all done. I don't need synthetic oil because I don't have the space to build it. Radar is fine and all, but I don't really care. You know what? Strategic destruction, operational integrity, interception detection. You know what? This is kind of useful because I want mostly just aerial control for my fighters. Tactical bombers are flexible, kept from both ground. Nope. This is just bombing. Operational integrity. There we go. That's what I want. I just want my air fleet to basically shoot down anything in the sky so I can paradrop forces in different locations. Force rotation. Okay. Oh, 1944. Let's get our new fighters. It is 1944. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Speaking of which, we're at 32 minutes already. Jesus. So I want to thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.